Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Hello everyone, it's March 22nd. I hope you're doing well. Today's reflection is titled, The Chain of Life. It was inspired by a quote from Natalie Babbitt's Tuck Everlasting. Natalie Babbitt was an American writer and illustrator. I think Tuck Everlasting was her most well-known book. It was adapted into 2 movies and a Broadway musical. She was born in 1932 and died in 2016 at the age of 84. In her work, and certainly in this book, she explores what it means to be human, and it was fitting to include her in this month, especially Tuck Everlasting, as it looks at the idea that you can't have living without dying, and immortality would be so very inhuman. I probably read this book as a kid or saw the 2002 movie, but I think I remember reading it first. Briefly, the story has a 10-year-old girl named Winnie discovered that a family she knows, the Tucks, have drank from a magical fountain that granted them eternal life. They keep this a secret as they've learned it's a burden, but someone discovers it and threatens to expose it and, take it and sell it as somebody might do. Winnie, the main character, eventually has to make the choice to drink the water and become immortal herself, or live a mortal human life, and she chooses the latter. If you haven't read it, check it out. It's a YA book. It's a short read. It's a lot of fun, and it's thought-provoking, so give it a go. All right, here's the quote that inspired today's reflection. "It goes on," Tuck repeated, "to the ocean. But this rowboat now, it's stuck. If we didn't move it out ourselves, it would stay here forever, trying to get loose, but stuck. That's what us Tucks are, Winnie. Stuck, so's we can't move on. We ain't part of the wheel no more, dropped off, Winnie, left behind. And everywhere around us things is moving and growing and changing. You, for instance, a child now, but someday a woman, and after that, moving on to make room for the new children." Okay, and here's my reflection. There isn't room for 117 billion humans on Earth. Well, maybe there is technically, but with the technology and infrastructure we have in place currently to provide the necessary food, water, energy, and waste management, there's no way we could ever sustain it. We're barely holding things together as it is. And things are a bit crowded as they are with 8 billion, aren't they? Could you imagine the traffic? The number 117 billion is our best assumption at the number of humans who have ever lived on Earth. Once again, that number is just too large to fathom. If we want to go back to the football stadium as a way to visualize it, you'd need about 1.67 million stadiums to fit 117 billion people. That doesn't help too much either. The point is, all of those 109 billion people who came before us, our ancestors, all had their turn at life. They had their turn, they did the best they could, for the most part, maybe, and then they grew old and passed on or died young, to make room for us. They all had hopes and dreams and desires. They wanted to live long enough to see the troubles of their times resolved. They wanted to see the next advancements in technologies. They wanted to live to see their children be free. They couldn't even imagine what we have today, but they lived and they died just as we will. We're no different. We have hopes and dreams to one day see interplanetary space travel, or world peace, or an end to world hunger, or equality and a fair shake for all. But let's be realistic. It's not happening in our lifetime. So we have to do our best as well. We have to do our best and then step aside for the new children who will grow and carry the torch when it's our time to go. And we'll do this for as long as it takes, one continuous chain, because that's what humans do. And there ends today's reflection. And now, in your reflection journal, or on your reflection napkin, or while looking out your reflection window, write your thoughts down or consider the following question. Have I been so preoccupied with my own turn at life that I've failed to consider those who came before and those who will come after? What will I do to set the stage for the future generations? This is something I think about a lot, especially since having a kid. And I know a lot of people out there think about this too, and people who have come before me think about it, and people who come after me will as well. But what am I doing to set my daughter up and those in her generation for a better future? It can be beautiful out there, but it can also be horrible. And, she needs the skills to succeed and persevere. Resilience, empathy, self-efficacy, a belief in the collective good. The world is in a state of uncertainty and turmoil in places, for sure. We've entered a global water bankruptcy as well. So what are we doing? What are we handing to the next generation? It takes collective action to make a change, so we all have to do what we're capable of, what's within our power as individuals and as communities. And that's it for March 22nd. I'll be back tomorrow, March 23rd, with another reflection. Have a good one, and take care.